Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 12th-ranked team, the Iowa State Cyclones. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Cyclones will kick it away to get this game going. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking for a gap. It's Morris. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Change of direction. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to pass this time. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, it gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
And the extra point goes up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback keeps the football. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Third down coming up.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Can they catch him? Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Context as he let the ball go. He's got it for a big gain. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now.
This is the risk you take as a defensive coordinator when you play press man. You're betting that your guy's better than that receiver. Pretty good coverage, but how about the throw by the quarterback to take away any threat at all from that corner?
Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Defense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away.
14, Iowa State, 0.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll tackle him for a small gain, needed a lot more on 3rd and long. And the Cyclones will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He's just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Iowa State, 0.
And he fields it inside the 15. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Iowa State Cyclones will take over 1st and 10.
And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake on 1st down. Close to the tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this is why this free safety is, to me, one of the top players in the country. Does a great job of reading the quarterback, follows his instincts there, which leads him to the interception.
Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Finding some room at the 25.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
He'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On the ground, it's Morris. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Third down coming up after that running play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops in just short of that first down marker. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Cyclones pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. Quarterback flashing the speed of that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the UNLV offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Morris. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but you better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football and it falls incomplete.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium. A lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
He bought some time. Now lets it go. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for the passing game. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Looks left and finds his target there. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Second after their defense cannot stop them short of the mark.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught quickly. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
First and 10 now for the offense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the out route. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
And the running back takes the handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for some space. It's Morris. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Gain of 1. It's now second and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking right. This one caught. Touchdown, UNLV. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Iowa State, 7.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab, then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. There's the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's found some room at the 45. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And they will try out the field goal team here. We'll see if he's got the leg from 49 yards out. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. here on 4th down to keep this drive alive.
Here we go. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UNLV 35, Iowa State 7.
And we'll begin the 4th quarter with a field goal try here. And remember, they blocked one of his earlier attempts. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to scramble. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Throws it to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Using his legs, it's Morris. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Rebels. And this one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
Iowa State 7.
And he fields it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the back now goes in motion. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. Still going. It's a foot race. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And he's got it again. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can he get there on the ground? Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important 3rd down play coming up. Here's the handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be a 46-yard attempt. This one is right through, and they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Turn starts inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
The Cyclones are in the red zone now. Bringing pressure. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Runs through the defender. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Important second down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.